Hello everybody, it's Jennifer with CreativeCricutDesigns.blogspot.com, and today we're going to be doing a 2-page fall layout. And the inspiration came from this cartridge. That is the Cricut Imagine Enjoy the Seasons cartridge. I believe it's a newer release. I got it on eBay for like 30 some bucks because I just did a buy now instead of bidding. Sometimes I buy now, sometimes I bid, just depends on the mood I'm in or whatnot. But anyways, so it's kind of inspired by, sorry for my dirty nail, I was painting. So I got the inspiration from this first image on when you open up the book. So we're going to kind of roll with that, and I'll give you the sizes and everything as we go. Hopefully my Cricut will be done cutting soon. Then we won't have to listen to that, but I need to get started so I can get going. So, here is one of the swatches I made, which is the Enjoy the Seasons. And the swatches I did are just of the pattern paper on the back. I did not do any of the swatches that come with, it usually has like a color scheme, like these. I did not print these out. I just want to know what patterns are on what cartridge. That way, if I have something in mind, I can go through those and use that paper. Since I bought my Imagine at the release and paid quite a bit for it, I should really use it. So that's what I'm trying to do, is get in the practice of using my Cricut Imagine. So I had this color swatch, which has all 20 patterns on it. And for this little tab right here, that is the EK Success Punch, which is this label punch right here. So I just punched a bunch of them, inked around the edges, and that's like my label. So that's how that works. And I use Basil white cardstock that you can get at HSN. You get 100 sheets of white cardstock for $19.99, and I'm probably going to stick with that because your colors are not going to be the same if you use different paper. So if I use this, print this out on my Basil cardstock, and then I use the Walmart cardstock that I use actually quite a bit, it's not going to look the same. The color will not be the same. So I just used Basil white cardstock. It's the 100 thing that you can get at HSN. So anyway, we're starting out with a piece of 12 by 12 craft cardstock, and then I have my yellow piece that I cut from my Imagine. It's very bright, sorry. But, so that's what we have, and I inked around the edges using some Color Box chalk ink. And I'm going to go ahead and get this adhered. Okay, so we're just going to adhere it right onto our layout, or our background piece. Okay, so that's how that's going to go. We have our leaves and acorns, which are going to be right here. I was going to do the layering, but I changed my mind. So I just have the one piece. And let me get the page that I have that on. I cut it at 6.5 inches. And it is on page 17. So this is the image right here. And I just cut this instead of all of the layers. Okay. And then I added some hemp and I put it on a glue sticky thing, and I'm actually just going to set it on here for right now because I have to get my title and my photo and journal on here. So here's the photo mat, and here's my journaling tag. Now this paper was also cut from the Enjoy the Seasons cartridge. So I have the yellow, which is this one, and then I have the leaves, which is this one. So those are the papers that I used from that cartridge. And these are going to go something like that. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. And then I just put it on some brown cardstock that I had in my stash. That's one thing I probably won't do with my Imagine, unless it's just for like a photo backing, is print 12 by sheets of regular colored cardstock that doesn't have a pattern on it. Just because I don't think it's really necessary, because I have a stash that I can use. So, and then what I did is for my title, I used My Creative Times Build a Banner Kit, which is this set right here. I didn't use the stamps on it, I just used the die cuts to cut out what I needed. And the banner itself is cut from this colored cardstock. And then I just have the brown, which is the background on here, and then the white circle. The letters come from her, what is it, Any Day Bingo crosswords. I just took the letters from on here, and actually the leaf that's right here, and I stamped it with my chocolate chip ink pad from Stampin' Up. So we have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this on here. How am I going to do that? I think I'm just going to use my... Oh, I'm scared. I don't know how to do it. I'm going to use my glue, actually, yes. Scotch Quick Dry. That's what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to put some on the back of each banner piece. Just kind of down the back. Once again, I used some hemp cord for that. I'm going to try to get it in the corners best that I can. But I really am not used to doing banners at all. So I hope it looks good. So I'm just going to kind of let it sit there for it to dry. And I'm going to go ahead and put my tag on here. The tag I got from Wrap It Up. It's the one that's on the page with the princess castle. And I cut it at 5 inches. The piece on the inside is actually just white cardstock that I used a Stampin' Up punch, which is this one, which does the instead of rounding the corners, it inverts it or whatever and rounds it. So I use that to kind of match this. And then I just stamped it. Well, I went around the edges with Color Box chalk ink. And then I stamped the leaves on here from Emma's set. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get our big leaf thing down. And I'm going to end up cutting some of the stem off. Just because it's not going to fit, and that's how I plan it anyways. So we're going to go, well, maybe I can get it all to fit on here. That would be cool. So we're just going to go like that. I'll just cut it off just because it's just a little bit, but I don't want to go too far into my fall title. Okay, so that is the left side of the page, and I'll cut that off when I'm all done. Okay, so we have that, and then we're going to work on the right side of the page. So we have our 12 by 12 craft mat, then we have our yellow paper again. So we're just going to go ahead, get all of that adhered. Center it on here. Like so. And then on this one I have 3 photo mats. 4x4, 4x4, 4x6. The other one is also 4x6. And we're going to go ahead and get these adhered. It's going to go like so. Okay, and I have the 2 4x4s. Okay, and that one you could do maybe at an angle. So I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm going to add my little squirrel buddy on here. Okay, so he's also from the same cartridge. And what page is he on? He's right here on page 16. Right here. And I cut him at 7 inches. So he's a big guy. So I'm going to go ahead and glue him on here. And I did cut him in his layers. So I have his tail popped up. So he's going to go like so. And then his little acorn is like he's holding on to it. I'm going to try to sneak it under his little paw. It's going to go right like that. And then our photo mat. No, I won't go sideways. I try to center it above my little squirrel tree right there. So that is the layout that I created using the Enjoy the Seasons Cricut Imagine cartridge and some of the pattern paper. And thank you very much for watching and have a great day.